Hello everyone, and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's monthly angel card reading. The month we are reading for this time is August. The year's flying past, isn't it? We'll soon be back to our weekly ones. I'm going on to my Tony Command Solennio cards today, and also I'm using the Sacred Rebel cards. So some old favourites there. Okay, let's have a look and see what the first week of August has in store for us all. First card we have is Archangel Raziel, the Mystic of the Angels, and it's Hidden Worlds. I always like to call it Hidden Words, as you know, because it's actually learning to read between the lines, looking at the signs coming in. I was trying to say signs there, if you notice, because that's what I had going around my head. So just watch for those little signs coming in. Don't be afraid to follow them. Relax the hold of darkness and beat the calls. Okay, that's the card that's come in. Now, in a way, if you look at this, it's like the figure is almost receiving angelic guidance, receiving information from the universe, and it's that lovely green colour kind of coming in all around, which is the colour of the heart chakra, it's the colour of financial security, and also personal growth. Okay, so it's all about allowing yourself that stillness, allowing yourself that space in order to be able to receive the messages that are coming in. Okay, so that goes very nicely with that first card. So we'll move on to the second week. My hair's not greasy, by the way. It probably looks really greasy. It's wet. I've just had a shower, so I do apologise for the rat's tails. I must look like I've gone potting in a few weeks since you saw me. Okay. We have Archangel Chamuel and Divine Love coming in for the second week. So watch out for that. For singletons, it could be a chance to actually connect with someone and have that love coming in, soulmate connections, because that's Archangel Chamuel. For those of you lucky enough to be in relationships, then just watch for relationships just kind of moving that little bit more sort of into a nice, secure, loving space. I think it's all about space this week. I keep getting that. Okay. And trust yourself. So if someone new is in your life, or you're going through a situation in an existing relationship, trust what your heart feels. Listen to your heart. Trust yourself. Moreover than what other people are saying or past experiences, just trust what you feel. Okay, we will go to the third week of August. So many different things going on here. It's been so chaotic. Okay, we have Archangel Raziel. Again, the Mystic of the Angels. He's staying with us in this reading. And Divine Mystery. Okay, so that card, I always need an influence card just to kind of see where that's taking me. But Divine Mystery, again, is really about watching out for signs, little clues being brought to you by spirit loved ones, by your angels, you know, by synchronicities that you just see in little places. Signs are brought in on so many different levels. It may be the words of a song, it may be a name you keep seeing, it may be feathers, it may be, there's so many different signs that they kind of bring in. And how interesting, visions of life beyond death, okay. It sounds quite kind of almost macabre, that card, doesn't it? But it's about connecting. It's about connecting with spirit. It's about allowing yourself to have the information flowing through you. Being that medium, being that, the receiver. That's the only way I can put it, is the receiver. So, for the third week, some of you are going to find yourself becoming more aware. It may not be that you're actually going to go and do platform. It may be that you've been wanting to connect with a loved one for a while, and you start to get those signs coming in. And you have to be open to those signs. Okay, we're going to go to the end of the month. And let's see what they have in store at the end of the month. At the end of the month we have Archangel Sandalphon, the Angel of Prayers, okay, and it's the card of prayer. So prayers being answered. I always say be careful what you wish for, because prayers can be answered in some really different ways. The other thing with Archangel Sandalphon is he was believed to have been human once, and I always feel when Archangel Sandalphon comes in, it's not just about prayers, but it's about kind of not being afraid to connect with your human side. And the thing is, especially for those on the light path, it's very, very easy just to kind of, what's Spirit saying? What does this sign mean? What does that sign mean? And I know I've just been saying to you to listen to those signs, but sometimes we forget that we are also human and we have lessons to learn, and that sometimes we just have to follow our hearts. So yes, take on board the signs, but don't beat yourself up if you don't get every sign. Don't beat yourself up if you feel you've made a wrong choice, because at the end of the day, you're only human. Okay. Come to life. Okay, so your prayers being answered, the end of the month, something comes to life, you come to life. That resonates with me because I've got a prayer being answered at the end of the month. So yeah, and I'm coming to life, I'm going away, I'm going to somewhere I love. So it's one of those things of just watch where it comes in, watch where your prayers are answered, watch how this resonates with you, and don't be afraid to come to life, don't be afraid to bubble. Okay. Right, so let's do a quick recap. We have Archangel Raziel, we have the hidden worlds, or hidden words as I like to say, and the influence card for that is relax the hold of darkness and beat calls. I always find that really hard to say, that one. But basically it's about not being afraid to go into the stillness and just to receive, to watch and see what comes in, what's brought in around you. So, and to be aware that messages may not just flow from the divine. They could come in, you know, your best friend could say something to you, or even a complete stranger on the bus. You might overhear something and you know it's a message for you. Messages can come in so many different ways. Then we go to the second week, Archangel Chamuel, Divine Love. Archangel Chamuel is the angel of soulmates, but he's also the career counsellor. So, you know, if it's your career that you've been trying to sort of tweak and you want to do something you love, then go with it, okay? Especially with that influence card, trust yourself. Trust the decisions you're making. Trust what your heart is saying to you. Same as if this is a relationship, trust yourself. Go to Archangel Raziel, Divine Mystery on the third week. Watch out for where the signs come in, how they come in. Maybe things coming in a slightly unexpected way. Just go with it. Visions of life beyond death, another hard one, another big mouthful to come out with. With that is watch for the signs as they come in. Know that you have that connection. We all have that connection, all of us, okay? There's not a single person on this planet who hasn't at some point felt something. Okay? And sometimes, you know, our loved ones come to us in dreams and things like that. Just be aware, just be open to receive. That's what I keep wanting to say, be open to receive. Then you have Archangel Sandalphon, sorry, I don't know why I said Samuel again. Archangel Sandalphon, he's at the end. And he's at the end of the month, and it's about your prayers being answered. As I said, always watch for how prayers come in, because they can come in slightly different ways, but that's just because the universe has a much bigger picture of what our life is and where our pathways are. And I think sometimes the universe just kind of tailors things around so it fits with that. Okay, but you have come to life. This is time for you to really kind of come back to life, feel quite kind of rejuvenated. I mean, for some of you, the end of August is about kind of thinking about getting kids back to school and about actually focusing on yourself, especially if you've had a long slog of the summer holidays, you know. I personally have always loved the holidays and having my children around me, but I still find that kind of, still have that moment of, yes, they're going back in the beginning of September. So, you know, so the end of August is about that preparation. It's about that final kind of knowing that your freedom is coming. And for many parents, it's about coming back to life. If everything's been about kind of, I want to say sacrifice in a way, because everything that you like going to a gym class, maybe you like doing something, you don't do it and your routine goes out, and it's getting back into routine and getting back into you. And if you're a spiritual worker, sometimes when you've got your children around you and everything going on in the summer holidays, your spiritual side almost gets shut to one side. So, you know, so I think with these cards, it's also important to remember that, yes, you are human and, you know, life does crowd in sometimes, but be prepared to take back things for you. Be prepared to make time for you, because I think it's in that time that you do the most receiving. She's not chasing spirits, she's chasing sunbeams. Anyway, I will send my love to all of you. September will be the last month that we just do a monthly reading. After that, we're back to the doldrums of winter, aren't we? And everything kind of goes back to normal. I hope it does. And things will just be a little bit more calmer in this household, I hope. And we'll do the weekly readings. Anyway, love to you all. Bye.